Your host, Joshua Church.
Hey everybody, so the Halloween spooky time is almost over. We are almost to the end of Halloween and October and everything, and it's kind of a bummer. It's definitely kind of a bummer. You know, I always want the spooky season to last as long as it can. And it's always sad when it comes up to the end. And this year, I feel like I haven't watched a lot of horror movies, so it's kind of a bummer for me personally. Too busy. I have too many things going on. But since we've been talking about redheaded stepchildren of horror, I figured, well, change it up for my last one for spooky season. How about a redheaded stepchild of horror that absolutely deserves the bad praise for being so damn terrible? So, I'd like to talk about Halloween 5. The Revenge of Michael Myers, I think it's called. It's a bad movie. It's a horrible movie. I just want to be real. Halloween's one of my favorite, franchises of horror, and the whole Thorn trilogy, which for people who don't know, is 4, 5, and 6. 4 starts it off, which 4 is an okay movie for the vibes, but it's not comparable to 1. Definitely not comparable to 2, even though 2 is flawed. But it's a return to form after 3, so people give it love. And Danielle Harris is at it, and she's great. But 5, oh god! Like, not only is it one of the absolute worst masks in Halloween history. I mean, that long neck and the weird small face and the long hair. It was a bad mask. Now, granted, it's better than the Bill Cosby 4, I guess, but not good. I still don't know how nowadays you can have people sculpt a part 1 mask all day. For some reason back then they could get the best like horror mask makers, and somehow they ended up with that. No disrespect, but it's pretty terrible and ugly. So you have that. And then you have this whole thing with like Loomis using Jamie to try to lure Michael in so he can kill him, and it's a very unhinged Loomis in that. And then Jamie not being able to talk, she's rendered mute, and she can see Michael through her mind or something. And then randomly, the Michael Myers house is a completely different home with a totally different style. It even has this kind of like round parapet style, point in the middle at the corner. And it just doesn't. I mean, to me, it's just such a weird departure. And the whole like floating down the river and getting found by like a gypsy man and healed like he's Frankenstein or something. I hate that movie. God, I hate that movie. I watch a lot of the Halloweens, and I'll watch 4 just for the vibes. I'll watch 6 just because it's Loomis's last performance at Donald Pleasance's last time, and R.I.P. And of course, Paul Rudd randomly put wide-eyed in that movie. But 4 or 5 and 6 are just 2 of the hardest ones to watch. Every time I watch them, it's just thinking about how they effed up so royally. Because even Halloween Resurrection and H2O is better, I guess. A lot of people love it. I don't. I think it's too much of a Scream copy and I Know What You Did Last Summer copy. But it's okay. It's better than 5 and 6 and 4. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I like that, Jamie got to face off one more time with him, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. And you get the resurrection, and that was bad too, but it's not as bad as 5. To me, 5 is right there at the bottom of the list with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Just a miserable, terrible movie. I mean, honestly, the only thing that I remember about that movie is the cool, when he had the Brute mask on in the car, and the girl's like talking to him, and he's just like, it's the feeling that Michael's right there and she doesn't know. And then of course the barn scene with the scythe kill is pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, maybe Bloom is beating the holy shit out of him with beams, like at the end, trying to kill him. Michael! Like, it's like, yeah, sure, I guess. But as far as a redheaded stepchild of horror, Halloween 5 absolutely deserves all the derision and crap that you can throw at it. It's a bad movie. And the only reason why it is bought and on people's shelves is because the cover of the movie looked good and, has Michael Myers in it. It's Halloween. If it didn't have that, people would absolutely hate it. It'd be a forgotten film. Because it's part of the franchise, people remember it. And as a horror fan, as a Halloween fan, yeah, sure, I own it. I don't like that I own it. It's in my box set, sure. But still, it's one of those I watch once every 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, just to remember how bad it is. So we talked about a lot of positive horror films over the month, I guess, for spooky season of the Redheaded Stepchild. So this time we'll talk about the bad one. And that's definitely, if I had to pick one of the Halloween series to talk the most smack about, it'd be that one. Granted, Halloween Resurrection is close, but that one takes the cake for me. It's just, I can't stand that movie. Ugly mask, ugly movie, blah, 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 blah. So, anywho, I hope you guys have a great Halloween. And if you're in Florida and you're willing to stop by, it's the 4th anniversary of River Monster Comics, my shop, and we'll be having a huge sale, so stop in. If not, and you're watching this a year later, 2 years later, 3 years later, well, hello from the past. Is the world over yet? No. Anywho, you guys have a great Halloween season. I'll be back to talk about Christmas movies in December, and about our Script Doctor stuff coming up soon for our 100th episode. So tune in, and I appreciate you guys. Keep it spooky. Love you. Hey, like and subscribe. Be sure to check out more of the content on the Movie Dogs channel. All the reviews and cool remarks and cool guests like me, Josh Church, the owner of River Monster Comics. We are in Dunnellon, Florida, so if you're ever in the area, come by and check out the shop. Get some cool nerd stuff, comics, pops, toys, whatever. And swing by and just have some cool conversations about movies and all things pop culture. We appreciate you. See you soon.